So task number 1 is simply asking us to solve a C++ program that actually displays the weekdays using an array. Simply, no function or procedure is required. So simply displaying the days without any other constraints. Okay. Come back here. Inside the main immediately, I will not specify anything. Inside the main, I'm going to declare actually a string variable. So string here. I'm going to say here days. It's an array. And the days of the week, they are 7. So I'm going to give it size of 7 here. 7. Simple like that. So here, declaration has been done. What I'm going to move to is to the initialization, simply without any delay. I'm going to make straightforward an inline initialization. See here what I'm going to do. Equals curly braces, simple curly braces. And I'm going to give the first day here, which is, let's say, Sunday, between double quotations. Comma, second day, between double quotations, Monday. Comma after that. See the comma where? After the quotations, a comma. Now the third day, which is, let's say, Tuesday. After the quotations, comma again. Fourth day, Wednesday. Okay. Comma. Yes, spelling is correct. Thursday. Okay. Fifth and sixth. Let's say here Friday. And 7th, comma, and Saturday, capital S. Good, done. I've done now. I created, declared, and initialized a variable of strings. And now I'll move to display actually the content of this array, just simply here as per the question, to print on screen the days of the week. So see what I'm going to do here. Cout. I'm going to say here days simple, the same variable here, without specifying the number or the position, the index of the day here, simply here like that, semicolon. I'll stop here and just I'll execute to see it, to make you understand later on what happens if we just display the thing like that. The result is the address of the first value where this actually array is pointing to. See here? But I get actually an address. The output is an address. It is not what we want. It is not wrong, but the output is not what the task is asking us. The task is asking us to display the days of the week. Let's say here Sunday, Monday, and so on. So I'm going to say here, actually I'm going to refer to the use of the indexes. So I refer here. I'll say the index 0. I'm going to add index 0 here. Position 0. Let me execute. Yes, the output is Sunday. First one. Because startup is from 0. So I'm going to move to the second position. Second means 1. Let me execute. Yes, it's Monday. Okay. Third position. Third means 2. The index is 2. The third position is of the index 2. Let me execute. Perfect. It works very fine. Here. So here actually we are able to display them one by one. The question did not ask us to display them one by one, but to display all of them, and each in a line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to specify that actually the display is in a line and L. So simply here the output is in one line and then so end of line. And before that, I'm going to use a loop to iterate this array of, let's say, strings, the days array, and display all the contents one by one. To do so, here I'm going to declare an so let's say an index that starts at 0, and it has a condition that would stop at the position, let's say, strictly less than 7, the size of the array, and then incrementation I++. Simple. What we are going to display here is the days at the position not 1 or 0 or 2. Is the days at the position I. That's it. We are done. Let me just format it. So here I'm going to just bring it to the next line. Yes, here it is. Here it is. Yes, the indent. And now let me execute. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's Saturday. Yeah, that's wonderful. Friday, I'm going to write it in capital F. I'm going to change it. I'm going to update it. Capital F. Yes, let me execute again. Friday, yes, here. What happened? Thursday, Friday. Yeah, let me execute again. It has to be in a new line. Yeah, it is. Here it is. So everything is it works very fine. Let's start actually very simple here. Actually, if we would like to move it into the same solution within upon the use of functions or procedures, we can do that. But for now, according to the question, we've terminated that. We've answered the question. No issues. Let's move to task number 2. Here in the same scenario, we are going to manipulate the strings. It's the context of students' profiles, first name in an array, and check if a specific name is given. Actually, it was Abdullah. So we just display the yes or no, available or not available. So students' names, 5 students' names. We're going to check if one of them is named Abdullah. If yes, we will give a message, yes, the student is present. Otherwise, no. Again, it is not asking us to display to solve the thing neither upon the use of arrays or let's say, use of functions or procedures, nothing. Simply I'm gonna use the main. Here, again, the task is not specifying us what methodology we have to use. So simply I'm gonna use the main. I'm not gonna make it complex. So as simple as it can be. Come back. I'm gonna compile my, refer to my compiler. Again, I'm gonna use the same compiler. I'm gonna delete everything here. I start by including my string library. So here it is. It has to be included. Include string. Now we pass to solve the same. Solve the task in question. We need to declare actually students variable, and this students variable is an array because we want to specify 5 students, and it says actually student's name. So the data type of this variable is string, since we are going to display the names. Then they are strings only. String student, the size is 5. Okay, declaration has been done. The creation and declaration has been done. Immediately, without thinking, I'm gonna initialize. How to? Equal, again, curly braces. And I'm gonna give names here to initialize. 5 students. So the first one is, for example, Ali. Second one, let's say here, Fatima. Third one, here. Let me fix it. Yes. Third one is, let's say, Khalid. Fourth one, let's say, Muhammad. Fifth one and last, let's say, is what? I'm gonna say here, Ahmed. Okay, great, done. 5 names. If I compile, any errors? No, nothing happened, and no output at all. Why? Because the output is related to the cout. We do not have cout, so no output. we move immediately to we are not required to display. We are not required to display, but we are required to search if the student Abdullah is available in the list or not. Great. So I'm going to say here, if condition, if what? The content of the student's jadwal, student's array, this one here, the student jadwal here, if it has, let's say here, I'm going to say here, position, let's say 0 equals, double equal, let's say Abdullah. I'm going to say here, see out, the student is present. The student, I'm going to say less than, at position 0 here, the same, less than, double quotation, is available. Not here, less than, and down. Else, if it's not available, so here I'm going to execute. See, nothing will happen because the position 0 is Ali. It's not Abdullah. So nothing happened. I executed. Again, I'm going to execute. Nothing happens. I'm going to say if it's not Abdullah, he has to tell me not available. Else, see out. Student is not there. Student is absent. The student is absent. Okay, less than, and down. Great. So let me execute now. The student is absent. But actually, let me try to write actually the second name here instead of Fatma. I'm going to say Abdullah here. Now we have Abdullah. He is Abdullah. He has not to tell me he's absent. No, he has to tell me the student Abdullah is available. He has to tell the student Abdullah is available. If I execute, still he's writing me student is absent. Why? While actually I have Abdullah in the list. Why? Because our test is only on the index 0 only here. He is only testing this Ali. Only he's testing the first position only. He has, actually as per the solution, he has to let's say to cross all the values, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth, all of them. To do so, he has not to check position 0 only. He has to check the position 0 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What is the solution? Either we have to repeat all of this block 4 times or 5 times. Position 0, position 1, position 2, position 3, and position 4. Which is not the case. We have to use here a loop. I'm going to use a loop to make it as easy as it can be. So again, here, I'm going to declare actually an index I, let's say index I, that starts at 0, starts at 0, and it has a condition of stopping, which is 5 less than strict 5, which is the size of this array, 5, and an incrementation, I++. Great. And here, the if, it's not to check the 0, it has to check at the position I. And the student to be displayed here, it is not in the position 0, also it's at the position I. Okay, let's just check now. We'll have a problem with the else, we'll fix it, but let's check. Okay, the student is absent. The student Abdullah is available. Here it is. And we have 4 other absent. Student is absent, Abdullah is available, student is absent, student is absent, student is absent. It has not to tell me all of those student is absent. It just has to tell me the student Abdullah is available. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, immediately just one time, student is absent. First of all, the student is absent, I'm going to take it off. How to? See the else block fully. The else block fully. Here, I'm going to delete. No need for this else now. Now, let me execute now. The student Abdullah is available. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now, I'm going to come back to the same, the original list here instead of Abdullah. I'm going to return another name. So, for example, Fatma again. I execute now. So, no Abdullah in the list. What he will tell? Nothing. He will tell nothing. Nothing is there. He'll just bring us nothing. No output. No output at all. Why? Because Abdullah is not in the list. Abdullah is not in the list. What should we do to make actually a message be appear one time only? See, I'm going to return here the else block again, and Abdullah I'm going to delete. I'm going to return here no Abdullah, and with the else block we'll have actually 5. The student is absent, the student is absent, the student is absent. Here it is, 5 times. We need it only one time. We need the message to be displayed to us only one time. Just to tell the student is absent, that's it. Why he has to repeat it to us 5 times or whatever. Only one time. What I'm going to do, the loop, where is it? Actually, let me find the cursor first of all. Here, the loop, I'm going to start the curly brace here and close it here. Okay. Inside the loop, I'm going to make actually a counter. I'm going to create a counter, plus actually gets incremented. That actually, it would be incremented only in one condition, this one. If the student is available. The counter has to be actually declared and initialized here in counter with 0 value. At the position 0. Actually, not position 0, but the value is 0. The counter is 0. Value is 0. And it would be incremented. Means it will not be 0, it will be a positive value here if the student Abdullah is available. How to do? I'm going to copy this block here. See what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy, خلاص. Okay, paste here. Great. So if, let me do it here, the pause here also, that's good. If the student at the position I is Abdullah, so we increment this counter with 1, no more, no less. And later on, I'm not going to test here outside of the curly brace here. Outside of the curly brace. I'm not going to test Abdullah is 0 or not. Sorry, the Abdullah, the student's array is Abdullah or not. No, I want to test the counter is greater than 0, strict greater than 0, so the student Abdullah is available. Else the student is absent. So we kept the test here for the student Abdullah is available and else the student is absent. But outside of the loop. بعد الأقواس. Outside. And the test we change it. The counter is positive or not. Let me test. Execute. We have an error here. Let me check what's that. The index is saying the index. Int I. Was not declared in this scope. Yes, exactly. Because here I cannot use the I. The I, which is declared inside. Here the main outside actually is for only one use. So I'm gonna change the declaration of this I. See what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say here No int here, just keep I here. And after the array, I'm going to declare another variable, which is the I, int I, simple. Here. So I declared it here outside. I declared the int I here. And here, even though I will not need it, but I'm going to change the thing to make it simple here. I will not use the student here. I'm going to say the student Abdullah here is available. That's it. So here I change it, the student at I. I'm going to say Abdullah. Now let me execute. The student is absent. Clearly, it's one time only. The student is absent one time only because the full array here does not have any Abdullah. Let me change here this Khalid here. I want to change it with Abdullah. I changed Abdullah. Now I have Abdullah here. Now I have Abdullah in the array. Let me execute and we will see. Yes, it works very fine. The student Abdullah is available. This way we are able to manipulate the content of this array somehow. I'll stop the recording immediately. I'll stop the recording.